Murray, it's intercepted by Green. Ahead to Bell. Driving to the basket. Layup good. And that stops the clock with 9 seconds to go.
It hit the official's toe.
Now Ragland pushing it up court. Tries to get in the lane. Throws up a runner. Good! He got it! 2.6 seconds! Joe Ragland with 2.6 seconds and a timeout taken by Virginia Tech.
Now don't foul. 2.6 seconds. What you need to do, in my opinion, is guard the man who's throwing the ball in, put a big man on that, and watch for Delaney, and they can get the ball down court and score in 2.6 seconds. Just don't foul them.
Garrett Stutz just had his hand wrapped around his face, upset with himself for the turnover, but Gabe Blair came up and said, hey, forget about it. We've got the lead back. The Shockers did, after giving up the layup, pushing the ball up court, and Joe Ragland, who couldn't get the runner in the lane to fall at the end of regulation, getting one here in the overtime with 2.6 seconds left to give the Shockers a 2-point lead.
It's an eternity, Mike, especially when you're on the road. I don't think that the timekeeper is going to have a quick trigger finger, and Wichita State, once again, and Delaney's going to take the shot, I would think, or Green. You just can't give them a good shot, and certainly do not foul them. We saw too much of that yesterday.
I hate to say it, but I have to bring it up. This feels a lot like the last time the Shockers were on the road in the NIT, the game at Vanderbilt that ended up a miracle basket at the end by Vanderbilt. But the Shockers in a little better position today, even though there's a little more time left, because they'll be back set up on defense to defend against it. Not much time for Virginia Tech. They've used up their timeout, so they also can't run the play where they throw it up to half court, call another timeout, and then try to run something from a little closer in.
Yeah, and, another school of thought, and I wonder if Wichita State's going to do this, instead of, they are going to press in the back court, they've just got to make sure that they don't allow anybody to go for the home run.
Shockers pressuring in backcourt. Everybody's got a man. They're right up on him. Paul Debnam looking to throw it in. He gets it to Delaney. Delaney ran into Murray. He stepped out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Delaney ended up throwing the ball down court. They're yelling for a foul, but he stepped out of bounds, and the Shockers with 0.7 seconds just have to inbound the ball cleanly to win this game. They threw the ball to Delaney. He tried to go up the right sideline. Murray was there in his way, and there was maybe just a little bit of collision there. Murray kind of jumped out of his way, but they ruled that before any contact even happened, Delaney stepped out of bounds.
This guy's got to take off his warm-up.
Tyrone Garland coming in, but the only way the Shockers could lose this game now would be to foul. Even if they throw it away on the inbound, it would take a miracle fling by Virginia Tech.
Don't say those things, please.
Graham Hatch will throw it in. The Shockers can catch it inbounds. This game will be over. 0.7 of a second in overtime. Wichita State up 78-76. This would be only the second time in 12 trips to the NIT for Wichita State that they would have won more than one game. In 2005, they beat Houston and Western Kentucky at home before losing the aforementioned game at Vanderbilt on a miracle play in the last second of the regulation.
Don't foul, gentlemen.
Hatch to play it in. Gets it to Murray. He's fouled by Garland. Actually, they had the clock put back to 0.9 seconds. It stops immediately.
Well, more than immediately. If they had it put back to 0.9 seconds, Teray Murray catches the ball, and he is fouled, and no time goes off the clock.
Obviously, if Teray makes one, then only a 3 could tie it for Virginia Tech. If he makes them both, then it's over. There's nothing they can do.
They were watching the game last night with Butler and Pittsburgh, Mike. Nobody is on the free throw line for Wichita State other than the shooter.
Teray Murray, his first free throw attempt in 4 games. Puts it up, got it.
Ooh, Teray.
He's been huge. 15 points for Teray. No free throw attempts in the last 3 games. He was 4 for 4 at Missouri State the last time he shot it. He had one of the best seasons in Shocker history, shooting over 80%. This one's up. No good. He gets his own rebound, and that's it. The ball bounced out long. Murray chased it down, and Wichita State has won on the road at Virginia Tech, 79-76. The Shockers, by the way, now 9-2 in true road games this season, and they will come back to play one more at Charles Koch Arena on Wednesday night. More about that in the postgame show coming up next.